Hi guys, I'm Danilo. I have 17 subscribers and I have a challenge. Okay, let's go on with the 1,000 challenge here on YouTube. As someone of you knows, I opened this YouTube challenge the Christmas day, and the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, not as quick as possible, but in the best possible way. Today, I want to speak with you about why I really think that YouTube is the place where it's worth to invest time into. Why? Why YouTube and not other social platforms? Okay, let's say first of all that I'm a firm believer to the multi-channel presence. So I really think that it gives you an incredible edge to be on different platforms. And maybe one day we will speak about that more in details. But just to give you an idea, just one simple reason. If you are in a multiple platform, when you start to build an audience in one platform, you can already have the edge of the people that are following you in the other one. That's one. And at the same time, if this platform go down or for some reason is no more high rated, so people will come to look for you in other platforms. And so of course you start to think, okay, but where should I put more effort into? Of course it depends a lot on what's your business, it depends a lot on what's your strategy, but I think that it's really worth to think seriously about YouTube. And why YouTube? YouTube is, in my opinion, the place where you can be listened. You will say, okay, but everywhere, if you put out content, is the place where you can be listened. Yes, but YouTube is the place where you can be listened with real focus, with real attention at your contents. Let's say if we can make an example, TikTok is just the guy that you meet every day and you say hi, how are you, and so on. Facebook and Instagram are the place where you can have a coffee, let's see, with your closest friends, or read the newspaper quickly at the bar. Okay, I make this imagination, okay, this example. And YouTube is the place where you sit down and you just listen, paying attention to who is speaking with you. Let's say to your grandmother that give you some good tips, or to a professor, or to someone that you really respect and you want to listen carefully. So that's what is YouTube, in my opinion. To understand that, we have to think about, first of all, why people are logging in the all different platforms we have, and what are they doing when they are there. I think that try to understand this audience pattern, try to understand why people are doing things and what are they doing. It is very important to grow any business, and it is very important to grow any audience. So let's speak about YouTube. Why people are going there? Okay, first of all, we have to remember that YouTube is Google. So YouTube, it has become the second strongest search engine that we use after the same Google. So basically it's all just Google. So YouTube, first of all, try to answer to some direct need. So you go on YouTube and you tap how to, I don't know, how to find a doctor, or how to solve this problem. So if you don't want to go in textual search and you say, okay, video content, it will be easier and faster, so you can search on YouTube. From your perspective, it means that people that are coming to listen to you, a part of them, They come because they searched you, they searched your niche, they searched your topics. So let's say in my case, how to build a business, how to start from zero, how to document your journey, how to use the digital tools, and so on. So that's a part, the search engine optimization part, the CEO part. From other side, people, when they go into YouTube, they want to learn something. They want to get a little bit deeper in some topics, any topics. I think that it is gone the time that YouTube, it was just to watch some fun videos. Today, if you are looking for that, you are going much more in TikTok, you are going much more on looking for that in Instagram, something in Facebook. Now YouTube is trying to do something like that with histories and with short time videos, but still YouTube is the place where you sit and you listen a little bit longer, and you listen a little bit with more intent to learn. So that's why from one side it is hard to grow in YouTube, but every subscriber you get is someone that is ready to spend time, to invest time into listen to you. So of course the value of every subscriber that you get in YouTube, it is much higher than in TikTok or in Instagram. What does it mean? That in YouTube is even much more important to get relevant subscribers. YouTube is very different. You can find channels with very little number of subscribers, but very big number of views. From the other side, you can find channels that has very high number of subscribers, but quite a little number of views, because maybe those content creators are not sticking to the topics that their subscribers are interested to listen. And of course, because you go there just to spend longer time, you are not willing to listen someone that you followed for one topics and now we speak about something totally different. That's another reason why YouTube can be really interesting. I would say that YouTube is high value. So as everything which is high value is harder to grow, it is harder to build an asset, but once you have it, you can extract from it a lot of more value. At the end of the day, when you get to this audience, when you have a really relevant audience listening to you in YouTube, YouTube gives you a lot of chance to monetize your audience. It is very direct. It is very clear. For example, in YouTube, there are a lot of YouTubers that they are just making a big living just using ads, and YouTube give you a very quick and easy to understand system how you can get money with them. From the other side, YouTube let you a lot of freedom to do a lot of other stuff. You can, for example, make money with affiliate marketing. You can sell your own product just by putting a link there. You can use a third platform to collect money from your follower as Patreon. So in YouTube, you are quite a real whole owner of your channel. You are much more owner of your channel than, let's say, in Facebook. Facebook system is the opposite. So in YouTube, you create content and you monetize, and YouTube share with you the revenue. Facebook use you as an asset to sell other people's advertising. Of course, there is big monetization possibility in Facebook audience too, but in YouTube you are much more an owner of your product. You are much more an owner of your assets. And then, last but not the least, in Facebook, in Instagram, in TikTok, even in LinkedIn, the contents you are building are producing value for you temporarily. Of course, you build the audience, which stays, but you have to engage with them constantly and so on and so on. In YouTube, you can build a video which will stay almost forever. So if you do a very good video about how to solve a problem, and this problem will not change too much in time, this video will generate value for you for months or even for years, which is not the same as in Facebook and in other platforms. So that's why I think that is real interesting to invest time in growing your YouTube channel, but with the real logic, really thinking about YouTube, not just sharing the same contents that you are putting into the other platforms. Of course, it's hard. Me, myself, I'm alone. I have a guy that is helping me in video editing and so on, but I don't have a big team working on content every day. And of course, sometimes you have the temptation to just repeat the same contents through all the platform. Okay, of course, you can make a little bit of exchange, but it is very key, in my opinion, that you think about why people are coming into YouTube and what they are doing and giving this kind of content. The same why people are coming in your Facebook channel. For example, in YouTube, I decided to speak just in English. It is hard for me. It is a way to go out of my comfort zone, but it is a choice. In Facebook, I'm communicate in all the different languages I know. So a different way to connect with your audience. The difficult side on YouTube, it is that for all those edge, all those good things I was mentioning right now, it is hard to grow. So it is big value, but no one is giving it for free. So to win the time to build an audience, win the time of the people to build an audience, you can have different strategies, and we will speak about that. Me, myself, I'm just starting with that. I'm quite happy about the results because I see that even if I don't have a lot of subscribers, now today we are at number 17, so just one more from the last video I did, but the video had a good reach. Normally it is the opposite. I saw that almost all the 3 videos I did went over 100 views, which is very good, having 17 subscribers. Why? Because some people are coming from other social platform I'm working in. Someone are searching for some keywords I'm putting in the videos, and the results is quite fair. So how then I can build my audience just starting from YouTube? First of all, I think that if you start just from YouTube, it is quite hard because no one will search for you, no one will look for you. So you can start from your personal network if you have a personal network which is relevant to your contents. For example, if you're working in some industry and you have all your network of people working in the industry you are promoting, so maybe some of those people will come to follow you on YouTube, as happened to me. Second, you can start from your friends and family, but friends and family, again, it is interesting just if they are interested in you or into your topics. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. Third, it is just to build some really interesting stuffs, work on the SEO, and be patient, because you have to understand that the algorithm of YouTube needs sometimes to start to promote you, to start to push you. It's not just as in Facebook or in Instagram when you can go to have engagement to all those pages and so on, and someone will come to your page. Engagement in YouTube, is it important? But not so much, and maybe is important in just in some particular niche as gaming and so on. That's why I think, and I'm putting a lot of effort and I'm investing time in YouTube. I ask you to help me to grow my YouTube channel, just if you're real interested in those kind of contents. And then in this case, just in this case, please subscribe and activate the ring bell. If not, just not do it, because YouTube will award you if you are really relevant for your subscribers. It is hard to grow, but it can be a huge opportunity.